everyone, welcome to Beyond ARTV. Sorry for the webcam quality, for the low quality audio as well. I know it's probably annoying, but I don't feel like setting up the camera. I just wanted to get out some thoughts on these new singles. This is something that I might start doing from time to time, and I promise one of these days I'll be able to afford a decent microphone to plug in that will actually work so that I can do better audio for these webcam videos that I do from time to time. So today we've got several new tracks on the table, like a lot of singles dropped in the past week. It's just a little bit mind-boggling to try to keep up with everything. I had a very busy weekend. Hannah was in visiting for Valentine's Day, so obviously I was spending my time with her, and then I come back and I see all of these new singles, or else you guys tweeting me throughout the weekend, like Lana Del Rey dropped a new one, Ed Sheeran, Papa Roach, Creeper, Incubus, the list went on. So today I'm gonna kind of do a rapid fire thing where I talk about some of these tracks. I will show them up in order. I'll play a little preview for you guys, and then we will actually talk about the song in question. So be sure to leave a like on the video. This is something that I have called track review orgy in the past whenever I do multiple songs in one video. Obviously over on my main channel ARTV, sometimes I do album review orgies. So I guess let's just stick with that for the title as of now. Leave a like on the video and let's talk about Lana Del Rey first.
Look at you kids with your vintage music coming through satellites while cruising. You're part of the past, but now you're the future.
Lana, honey, you've never interested me that much, and there are a few songs that really do sit well with me over time. In fact, I just posted over on my symbol the other day something off of Ultraviolence that I really enjoy. But this new track, Love, just really isn't doing it for me. It's something that I find to be kind of bland. The guitar on it is just kind of brooding and atmospheric, and it just kind of never hits, and that's very typical for Lana Del Rey. Here she's typically paying homage to the young, the wild, the free, those who are young and in love. And it doesn't move me, it doesn't grip me. I mean, be all of those things. Be young, be wild, be free, but at the same time, it's like, be interesting too, because this song doesn't seem to be that. The vocals in a few places do shine through, and I've never been a fan of Lana Del Rey. You guys probably know that. I hate most of her material, find it just dreary, almost unlistenable in places. Ultraviolence, I think, is her best record, but still, even that, I mean, it's like a 2.5 out of 5 in my book. This new track, Love, not really doing it for me. I'm gonna have to say 2 out of 5.
How would you feel if I told you I loved you?
Since we're talking love songs, let's go ahead and talk about the new Ed Sheeran track. How would you feel? Payan? I can't pronounce that name. Who are you talking about, Ed Sheeran? He's got a new album called Divide coming out very soon, and I normally don't listen to more than like 2 songs, but lately, just because it's so hard, like all these labels are putting out so many, sometimes I will do 3, and I've made exceptions for Ed Sheeran and Creeper. I do that from time to time, just because right now there's not that many albums coming out, so what else am I going to listen to? I gotta have something to listen to and some new music in my life, and this new Ed Sheeran track, it's not doing that much for me. I was a little bit disappointed in it. I didn't really like both of the lead singles all that much. Shape of You, I think, liked it a lot more than I do now. I am loving the acoustic version of it, though. Fantastic. That is a jam. The original kind of got old a little bit fast. How would you feel? A nice dedication, sure, but it's a la Thinking Out Loud. If you've heard that, if you've heard a love song, I feel like you've heard this. It's an acoustic guitar, some piano, some strings. It's nice, it's pleasant. I don't dislike the song at all, but it just doesn't feel unique in any way. It doesn't even have the vocal power that Thinking Out Loud had, so I do not see this being a hit. I'm going to have to go with a 2.5, maybe even a light 3 for this new one from Ed.
I don't wanna know you. I don't think we should talk anymore. I want the best for you, but you're happy being miserable.
New Found Glory released a new single called Happy Being Miserable. These guys have been doing their thing for a long time now, and damn it if they aren't one of the most consistent pop punk bands out there. Their music is fun, entertaining. It's not something that I usually go out of my way to listen to, but whenever I come across it, it's never a bad thing. And with this new song here, I'm finding myself really vibing with it more than I have some of their past releases. I mean, their last album, Resurrection, was pretty good overall, but it didn't have staying power. Neither did Radio Surgery. I don't know how long New Found Glory are planning to stay around, but as long as they're putting out material that still feels fresh and true to themselves, I think that they are just fine. I'm not particularly moved one way or the other, but this new song, I'd say, is pretty strong. I'd give it a 3.5. Finally, some rock that actually rocks. We came back from a very weak week. Week. I see what I did there. I didn't even mean to. But we had a very, just a letdown of a week. A big issue I was taking with some of the music that came out this week was the fact that some of my favorite bands, like All Time Low and Linkin Park, were putting out pop material and not rock, considering they're rock bands. But whatever. Them experimenting. Do your thing. I'm not going to listen to it for the most part. Incubus put out a new track, though, and it is a good one. It's a rocker, it's a bit of a face melter, and it's all about resurgence. Getting knocked down, picking yourself up off the ground, and just going on. And Incubus have really just been all over the place over the years. They've got their tendencies for like almost some post-hardcore stuff in their early days, some hard rock, and just alternative rock with a bit of grit and punch to it. And they had been lacking that for a while. Their last album, If Not Now, When, was just a bit of a meandering mess, in my opinion. But Nimble Bastard shows great signs of things to come on the album. I know they're going to be trying a lot of new sounds here, but I think their vocalist did a great job. Brandon sounds very fresh on this track. He sounds angry and invigorated once again, and that's something that's been missing from Incubus. There were some great songs on their past couple of records, but I would love to see more like Nimble Bastard. Me, I'm giving this one a 4.
I think I need help, 'cause I'm drowning in myself.
Another huge surprise in the rock world for me was Papa Roach. You guys know that I hated their last album, Fear, but this new single called Help is pretty damn fantastic. I'm loving the catchiness and just bounciness that this track has. It's just like a ray of sun almost, like admitting that you need help, this cry out. It's got a great bass line just grooving all throughout. The guitars are very spry, catchy as hell, the vocals as well. After like the second listen, I was like singing along to the chorus. It's easy to pick up, but at the same time, there is depth there. And whenever the new Papa Roach single is better than what's been released by All Time Low and Linkin Park combined, like maybe they're the ones that need help. Papa Roach, their new song gets a 4 from me.
With your life, the duller the knife, the longer it takes. But now it's your turn, the ashes will burn and wither away.
Before we stray away from rock, let me briefly talk about the new Nickelback single, Feed the Machine, because you guys have been asking me about this. I never gave it a proper track review. I meant to, but I was pretty busy around that time, didn't get to it, so I will quickly say this. Yes, Nickelback back on track, once again embracing some of their older styles, like I said about Incubus. Their hard rock tendencies, they're getting political, they're calling people out, most notably, obviously, Trump, and it's good when they get mad because this is a metal-tinged track, and I would love to see more like this. Nickelback have been buried in like blending the lines between their rock and pop songs, and it just felt like they were having like an existential crisis on their last record, No Fixed Address. Hopefully, this is a sign of good things. I am not opposed to liking a Nickelback album. I know some people would rather die before they admit that. But this new single is damn good. I don't think it's the best thing in the world, but it shows a lot of promise. So for me, I'm going to say a 3.5 for Feed the Machine. You guys guys know I've been singing the praises of Creeper, but I'm going to keep this brief just because I want to explore it more in my album review. But you've been asking me about Black Rain. This is the best song that I have heard in 2017. Holy shit, it blew me away. It just, some of the pacings of this track and the lyrical content, the fast-paced drums, the punk edge that mixes with the nice alternative friendly sound. I don't know. Creeper are doing great things. I love the keys on this track. Their backing vocalist Hannah sounds fantastic, and I love that she is getting more spotlight on the Creeper song. She did a great cover of the 1975's A Change of Heart, and she also assisted on the BBC Live Piano Lounge thing on Hiding with Boys, and she is killing it again on the backing vocals on Black Rain. So darling, just do shut your pretty mouth. It's just, I don't know, it gets stuck in my head all the time. This is a 5 out of 5 track from me. Cannot give it enough praise. You guys have to check out Eternity in Your Arms whenever that drops March 24th.
Who's waking up to drive you home when you're drunk and all alone? Who's gonna walk you through the dark side of the morning?
Finally, the last song on the chopping block today is the new one from Selena Gomez and Kygo. Kygo, the producer, this is his sophomore album. This is the lead single. It Ain't Me is a song about a breakup, and it's surprisingly catchy. It definitely has a tropical flavor to it, but it's not so trend hoppy that I hate it. It's not like buried in like trap influences, rolling hi-hats, and all of this other shit that I feel like I'm just surrounded by these days. It's just like kind of a little bit of a fresh wave coming into the shore here, and I enjoy It Ain't Me. It's a little bit bitter, but at the same time, it's anthemic. It has a nice build to it before it gets to the drop. Selena sounds pretty good, but at the same time, she doesn't sound all that distinct. It just feels like he could have gotten like really any female vocalist and they would have done the same job. Maybe not quite as great, but also maybe a different spin. So I really don't think it's that unique of a track, but at the same time, it's fresh for the radio. 3 out of 5 for me on It Ain't Me. What did you guys think about this segment? Resurrecting Track Review Orgy. I know it's been a while. I don't normally have enough tracks to talk about. Sorry again for the webcam quality. I know that just triggers a lot of people. Some people are like, oh my god, you filmed it on a webcam. I can't watch this bullshit. This is just me getting out some thoughts to you guys that I know a lot of you do enjoy. So leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed. You can click all the way over in the corner if you want to see my main channel, ARTV. Another couple of track reviews floating right behind me that I did last week. A couple of new singles out in the world. Social media linked in the description. Other than that, I will see you very, very, very soon right here on Beyond ARTV.